Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Backbone here. So you bought your first property, or you have several properties, and that's great. You're living life. We got our Cubans, we got our cigars, we're drinking our tequilas, our bourbons, whatever your vice is, and you're having a good time, and you're really enjoying your properties. And you're thinking to yourself, what am I gonna do when it's time for me to meet the big man in the sky? What do I do with these assets? Some of us haven't even thought about it, and we think to ourselves, you know what, everything's gonna be all right. I don't have a lot of people to pass it on to. And then we die in what we call intestate, meaning we don't have a will, we don't have any documentation, we don't have anybody listen who our beneficiaries are. And guess what? Now the local government and the state get to decide where your assets go. And that's gonna cost about 20 to 30% of your assets, your remaining assets, and your beneficiaries are gonna have to pay taxes, man. That's a bad deal, man. If you want to break up a family, that's a great way to break up a family, is fighting over assets and what mom and dad wanted and what the expectations were. It's a great way to fight over stuff. So then some people say, well, listen, I got a will and that's great. Guess what? You're still going to probate, right? And what's probate? Probate is when the court decides who gets what. So the same thing as dying intestate, right? You die intestate or without a will, you still have to go and talk about it. Even if you die with a will, you still got to go talk about it, because guess what? One of the beneficiaries may want to contest the will, and it's listed, and everybody knows the assets that you have or had. And now you have people that coming out of the woodworks is like, well, I want more money. I want this asset. I want this car. I want the house. I want, and it's going to get ugly. So dying intestate and even dying with a will is a problem. So listen, Backbone, what do I do? Well, what you do is, you link up with a lawyer, you link up with a estate lawyer, and you talk to your estate lawyer about estate planning, and you're going to talk about a living trust. Now, you're going to put things in your living trust, all your assets into a living trust. Take stuff out of your name and put it in a living trust. Now that's in a living trust. Once you pass, once you deploy to the big man in the sky, guess what? All your assets are in a trust, and it's going to be transferred over. Now, if you have vehicles, you have cars, you have real estate, you have all that good stuff, it's going to be in your living trust. It's going to be transferred over to your next of kin, your beneficiaries, with little to no taxes, if any, depending on your situation. So let's start looking into these living trusts. Let's learn how to protect the assets. And for more information, feel free to hit me up, man. It's Backbone Black Line Realty. I keep telling y'all, it's a difference between a real estate agent, a realtor, and a real estate consultant. When you want to talk to a real estate consultant, talk to Black Line Realty here in Newport News. All right, holla at y'all, man. Backbone out.